We make the strings
louder.
Hello everyone, it's another video about Legend. I'm just going to be explaining these 5 stats. After making my last video, I've come to the understanding that a lot of people don't know what these stats are, or don't know what's going on, or just really have no idea, and I'm going to make this video to help you guys wrap your head around it. So let's get right into it. So essentially, what we're going to talk about first is DP. Now DP is defense points. How it works is, your armors and stuff like that, all that goes towards your DP. 100% of the number from your armors go straight towards your DP. Now obviously there's hidden stats. I don't know what the fuck happens there. I'm not gonna really get into that, but essentially that's really it when it comes to DP. It's the most simple, straightforward stat that you're gonna find in the game. But the problem with DP recently now has been that it's been made more efficient. Prior to that, it's been bugged. Someone with like 160, 170 AP can one shot and do a fuck ton of damage to someone with 250 plus DP. It's been a problem for a while. It was a good quality of life change, but I think that something happened with the patch recently. You can watch my last video that I uploaded about that. Essentially, that is what DP is currently. AP is a little bit more complicated. This is where shit gets kind of hairy. So essentially, you have 2 AP numbers: your regular AP, your main hand AP, and your awakening AP. Now, how your awakening AP works is it takes the number stat from your awakening weapon. 100% of that number goes towards your awakening AP. 40% of your offhand and your main hand weapon AP numbers go towards your awakening AP number as a whole. Then your accessories, I think it's 50% of your accessories goes towards your awakening AP number as a whole. So essentially that's how the awakening AP is drawn. Now the regular AP is not drawn from the awakening weapon. It takes 100% of the number from everything in your kit except your awakening weapon and puts it as your main hand or your original AP, whatever you want to call it. That's essentially how those 2 numbers work. Yes, there's a crap ton of hidden stats. There's hidden AP and stuff like that. I don't fucking know, dude. Like I just don't know. I'm not really gonna get into that because it's really complicated and there's not really a good way to count that. Using BDO Planner, it kind of shows a lot of the stats that the game doesn't show, so that'll be your best bet in learning or seeing what other stats you get. But other than that, that's really it. Now damage reduction is DR right here. Damage reduction has been something no one really uses like that, essentially. So what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to actually be a counter to accuracy. It's supposed to make accuracy not as accurate, right? And now we're talking about accuracy. I'll explain how accuracy works so you guys can understand. Now essentially what accuracy is supposed to do is make your AP more efficient. For example, say I had a gun with 10 bullets. Those 10 bullets, that's 10 AP, okay? Imagine those 10 bullets being my 10 AP. If I shot that gun and missed every shot, I still have 10 AP, but my accuracy for that weapon or for those shots or for that AP for those bullets are not good. So the more accuracy I have, the more shots I land, essentially, right? So that's pretty much how accuracy is supposed to work. It's supposed to make your AP more efficient. Now, the reason why people stack accuracy is because evasion. Now, evasion is the exact opposite. It's supposed to make you miss, right? You saw Lakari's video, that ninjas on the ground dodging side to side and shit. That's exactly what evasion is supposed to be doing. It's supposed to make accuracy. It's supposed to make your AP, more inaccurate than it already is. So that's why people stack accuracy to also counter evasion, right? Now, there's damage reduction. Since the stat isn't really good, and I think it's even bugged in some cases, it's supposed to counter accuracy because no matter how accurate your AP is, it's supposed to completely reduce how much damage you take overall as just period. There's not a chance you can evade an attack, evade a knockdown, evade damage, evade this, evade that. It just completely reduces the amount of damage you take. So, no matter how much accuracy you have, you still take a set reduced amount of damage. So the more damage you do, the more it's reduced by. Essentially how damage reduction should work. How it's currently working, we don't know. No one really uses it. There's not been much test on it that I know of. If there's a test, throw in the comments below. I'd love to see about it. I don't know a lot of people that use it, if not any. The stats been deemed bugged for a while now, so I don't really know much about it, but that's essentially how it should be working. If anyone knows anything about it, please put in the comments below. Evasion, essentially, like I just explained, is supposed to make whoever's trying to hit you their attacks more inaccurate. Hence the reason why everyone stacks that shit, because it's the most reliable stat, even though it's an RNG stat. Essentially, you get more out of it. You get a lot of benefits due to the reason of, if you evade an attack, you can evade a knockdown, evade a CC, evade an ultimate, evade big damage from somebody, evade someone's main skill, and completely win the matchup due to just your gear. Now, it's been, everyone pretty much runs it. Rangers, ninjas, kunos, fucking witches, wizards. I'm running it on my fucking striker. It's OP. It's the best stat in the game since DP was deemed bug for such a long time, and damage reduction's also been the same. Evasion was just like, okay, let's just stack this shit, see what happens, and it's pretty fucking good. So really, that's really what it comes down to. Just makes your, attacks more inaccurate. Like I already explained, accuracy is supposed to make your AP more accurate, so you can land more shots with your AP. Accuracy does not work as a penetration. Now, in a lot of games, for example, League of Legends, Dota, all these different games have things called armor pen, magic pen, true damage. So these things are penetrations for armor that could be deemed as DP points, defense points and stuff like that. Penetration, it's not designed like that. It's not designed to pen or, make your DP not as valuable. It's just to make your attacks actually hit, right? DP is just defense points, right? It just says, okay, well, I have this much defense. If you have this much attack, well, I'm just going to take a little bit less damage if you have less AP than my DP, right? If you have more AP than someone's DP, you're going to just 100% one-shot them. There's nothing about it. But defense points aren't very strong, or hasn't been very strong. Now it's been updated. It's okay now. I mean, a lot of burst has been reduced, but essentially that's really it when it comes to accuracy. It's just, hey, I just make my shots actually land most of the time, because when you're fighting, you don't have much accuracy, you will miss hits. Even if that person's not running evasion, you will miss hits. It's going to happen. That's how combat's RNG in this game. So that's really about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's anything I missed, anything you guys want to talk to me about, throw in the comments below. I know I didn't talk about all the stats in the game, all the different things that actually come into and affect this. I don't really want to talk about the hidden stats and stuff. It's just a mess. Essentially, like I said before, BDO Planner shows a lot of the other stats that the game doesn't, or that you can't really find, around and shit like that. So it shows your hidden AP, it shows your accuracy and number, it counts everything up for you. So you can go check that out. I'll have a link in the description below. But like I said before, if I did miss anything, this is also still speculation. Like, I don't know 100%. Like I said before, there's a lot of hidden shit in the game that will make these stats not work like this. So when something seems bugged, something seems weird, and you're like, well, it doesn't work like this, I'm telling you the reason why is because all these hidden stats, or they just really haven't explained to us how the fuck this stuff's actually supposed to work. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, took something away from it. Anything to talk to me about, please throw in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.